Now, we talked about Superman, which, Michael, follow this leap of logic here. The original Superman was directed by a guy named Richard Donner. Richard Donner, in turn, directed some Lethal Weapon movies, and apparently, he just has the itch to do it again. Because Richard Donner, a man in his 90s, is saying that he's coming back to direct Lethal Weapon 5 with Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. I believe the phrase is apropos when they said it before, but now if they say it again, you guys are too old for this crap. Like, come on! This is ridiculous! Like, don't get me wrong. If Richard Donner wants to do this, awesome. That sounds great. But dude, you're in your 90s. Now, some people will be like, well, Clint Eastwood's still directing. He's in his 90s. Yes, but he doesn't do movies prolifically. He'll do maybe like one a year, but also he doesn't do action movies. He also doesn't do action movies starring people who also are old and potentially very scary. Because I'm just looking at this going, Richard Donner, good for you. You do realize Mel Gibson is still like Mel Gibson, right? Like, we realized when he was acting crazy in these movies, he might not have been acting, right? Like, there's just this big... Why? Like, this just seems like the biggest liability. It's like they saw that Bad Boys for Life, the highest grossing movie of 2020, believe it or not, Bad Boys for Life did well, and they're like, we could do that. That's fine. Never mind the fact that your cast is like 20 years older than the cast of Bad Boys for Life, and your director is significantly older than the director of Bad Boys for Life. I don't understand the rationale here. Like, just there's so many things that can go wrong here that I just don't understand his decision. Michael, do you understand his decision at all?
Listen, okay, definitely caught me off guard. Here's what I'm down with. What if they take the fact, like the thing that's staring everybody in the face, which is age, and they play into it, and it's these two main characters dealing with a crisis in like a nursing home or something. Like I just think of like what if you just lean into it and it's a more of a comedy than it ever has been. I could certainly find some enjoyment there, but considering that's usually not what these movies are known for, yes, it would be listen, okay, they made they made it 25 Fast and Furious films, so this is not the craziest thing that I've heard, but I don't see the appeal. I mean, I can't even believe there's been five of these. So
Technically,
yeah,
there's only been 4 of them so far.
when did the fourth one release? Do we have a year on that?
Sometime in the 90s, I think.
I can
Yeah,
fact
Michael,
check
do a
that
quick
real quick.
search on that one. It's not like Lethal Weapon is necessarily the most relevant franchise. Like, didn't they just, or it might still be airing, didn't they have a revival TV show recently?
I
Like,
believe so. Yes, that it
on
was
Fox?
1998 was Lethal Weapon 4.
So, almost 30 years ago.
Ugh.
Getting close. Yeah, close to it. I don't like that thought. Oh, guys, if you ever want to feel old, here's a thought now. People born in 2000 will be able to drink this year.
Okay, well, legally at least. They've been doing it long before this year. But yeah, that's a scary thought. Uh, that makes me certainly feel old as a younger millennial. Thank you for that, Nathan. I really appreciate that. You gotta love the Uncharted Media podcast.
Hope and optimism and
Yes.
making you feel old. Yeah. I just... What? Just, I would say this is the most ridiculous and outlandish news topic that we've got to talk about today, but we'll close out our news topics with that because I actually will defend that news topic compared to this. This is just odd to me. It's just like, Retirement Weapon 5 or something.
Right.
Actually, no,
Come
wait.
on.
There is. A movie called Red basically has what this movie wishes it could be, which Red is awesome. At least the first
Yeah.
one. The second one was That's what this should be. But I don't
Right.
know if it will be that good.
But would you watch it if it was? Is my question.
Here's the thing. I didn't see Red in theaters. So
Oh well.
maybe
Yeah.
what would probably happen is what happened to me with Red is I didn't see it. Everyone talks about it and say it's really good, and then I'll catch it on home video. I just don't think it would be as good as Red. Also, speaking of Red, just a quick Carl Urban appreciation. That man's wonderful. He's like the forever bridesmaid but never a bride. He's the go-to side character in like every major franchise ever. Lord of the Rings, Star Trek, Marvel, Chronicles of Riddick, Red, Dread, which is one of the long times that he led, and it was wow, that was a scary rhyming scheme right there.
Nice.
But he was awesome in Dread, and I really wish he was Batman. But just, we don't give Carl Urban enough love. Have Carl Urban be in Lethal Weapon. That's fine. He was an Almost Human for the 5 people that remember that show. Yeah, I just... Why you gotta be like this, Hollywood? Just why?